Eileo guys, and welcome back to my next account review. Here today I have a pretty cool guy from the Discord named Vorza, aka Vorza Motorsports, and today we'll be taking a look at his account. Vorza is now level 50, so I do expect great things from his account because he's been hanging around the Discord a lot lately, which is perfectly fine, doing what Vorzas do best. But anyways, you guys came here for a show, so let's go ahead and see the show. So I already went ahead and went through your mon box just to save time on this video, and for the most part you have a great understanding of your mons. Mainly what I saw was a whole bunch of bruiser builds, which is perfectly fine, especially if someone does more Titan based content or stuff of that nature. You don't really go wrong with bruiser because you're not sacrificing damage, you're not sacrificing defense to do damage. It's a really safe way to play the game, especially if you don't want your attackers to be nukers, but sometimes nukers are important as well. But there was some issues that I wanted to address with you real quick, especially for those of you out there that might be doing the similar thing. You do have Wet Miho here, which will play a role a little bit later in this video, but she's on an HP set and she's rocking HP defense. There's something I need you guys to understand, and it's that if a mon isn't dying with whatever content that you're doing, so say for instance if I run Wet Miho in B10 and she's not dying with this set, or if she's not dying with an HP gem on her, then there's no reason for you to give her more HP or more defense if her only job is sap. Now let me clarify, sap only scales off of that monster's HP. So if that golem has 20 million HP, sap scales off that. If that slime has 2 HP, sap scales off that. But you might be saying, Eileo, I want to build her so that she survives. If she survives, like I stated before, then there's no benefit towards having her with all of this HP and defense. Like, you don't benefit from it at all. And if sap doesn't scale off her attack, then what's the point of giving her attack gem? Well, the simple part of giving her an attack gem, which I would recommend HP attack for Wet Miho, because she's a balanced type and she won't die. If she dies, then your team's probably dying as well, so you have other things to worry about. But I recommend HP attack, especially for sappers that are not dying, because sap doesn't scale off of their attack like I stated before, but you get more raw damage out of them per hit. So if that helps them clear out a wave or clear out a mon in that wave, then that's going to save you runtime. That could be seconds, that could end up being minutes, that could end up over a time throughout a day, could end up giving you 4 or 5 more runs of where you get a gem that you actually need, or a gem that you can sell for more gold. So in terms of time, is this safer? Yes. Is it overkill? Yes. But building them with more attack based stuff does speed up the process even a little bit. I mean, don't expect an amazing super duper increase of giving your sappers attack, but it does help, and I do recommend, even if you don't want to do HP attack, you could do HP attack defense even then, because this right here, you're not helping the situation, my boy. And I mean, a lot of people might be wary of that as well, and if you don't want to change it, then if it works, it works. But if you want to get your runtime down, good luck, man. Good luck. And another one that I wanted to bring up too was your light Nike. I saw that she was on a conviction set. I was like, oh cool, she has defense. I mean, the subs aren't great, but as long as you have the main gem, that's predominantly what I'm worrying about right now since you're level 50. And then you have her with an attack gem. Now I know she has 11% defense sub on that gem, but you have her with an attack gem, Vorza. Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that? You have her with an attack gem. You were building her correctly, and then you were like, ooh, she is a defense aggressor. Now, you might have put this up here without realizing it, so I'm not going to flame you too hard, but she is a defense aggressor, so her attack stat does absolutely nothing. It doesn't improve her damage, it doesn't improve survivability, it does absolutely nothing to her. So maybe you're just trying to complete the set, but after this video, please address that, because I'm not going to tell you until you see this video, just because I'm that type of guy. I'm just that type of guy. But that's pretty much it that I have to complain with the gems that I've saw from your mons. And actually, let me go back real quick too. We'll take a look at your storage while we're over here. You do have a variant Sarah, you have a Tina, you have a Wet Purse, Wet Shiva, another Sarah, and I saw that you have 4 shadows, so definitely gleam him up when you get a chance. I know gleams might be running low right now, but definitely gleam him up when you get a chance. He's going to be a great PvE mon for you, especially since you already have a Draka and a Tina as well. If you run Draka, Tina, and Shadow and whatever mon that you're leveling for farming, then you should have no issues whatsoever in PvE ever again. But let's go over here and we're going to take a look at your Golem teams, and I'll also help you pick out some Dragon teams as well, because you definitely do have some potential with your account. But anyways, I did a B10 run right before this video just to test out my build, just to make sure that I was good with it. So actually, let me go to B10 first. So here we have Fire Draka and your Dark Tina. Fire Draka and Dark Tina, they're going to be wave clearers for you. And then I have Wet Miho because she was the only sapper I saw on your account right now, which is kind of a bummer because you definitely do need more sappers. I was hoping I would see maybe a Fire Persephone or maybe a Water Yuki at this point. I would take a what is her name, Dark Flora, the Flower Girl, or even, I don't know, Water Artemis. But you don't have any of those, but that's not a super big deal because Water Miho is farmable. So what I recommend you doing is build another Water Miho, build them on HP attack or HP attack defense, and make sure the other one's booked up as well. I would actually recommend even a Valor set on them just to get a little bit more damage out of them. Crit isn't necessary. I don't really see a point in giving them crit, but that's what I would recommend for your Golems B10 team. And you said on Discord your average time is around 2 minutes. Well, with the team that I ran with a Water Yuki, which I personally don't recommend because her animation is just slow as molasses, your time went from average, like you said, of 2 minutes to 1 minute and 30. So it shaved off 30 seconds of you having 2 sappers versus whatever that you're using. And of course we talked about this on Discord, so I don't need to beat that dead horse. And then I saw that your B8 team, even though they're not here right now, but your B8 team was a Water Mona, a Dark Tina, Water Valk, and Water Balrona. I don't see any issues with that. You could bring in Fire Draka if you want. Maybe take out Balrona or take out Water Valk because their defense downs could slow you down. But if you get Shadow built up, just throw Shadow in there. Get rid of maybe Water Bal because her animation might be kind of slow if she gets her 5-star off. But throw Shadow in there when you can, and your B8 team is pretty much done. I mean, the only other thing you can do at this point is give Tina or your Draka a Siphon set, or even your Mona a Siphon set if you're going to only use her exclusively in B8, and you're pretty much done. So Golems wise, all that you need to worry about, my boy, is B8, which is, looks like you've been doing, and then B10. And actually, let me go right back here. Now, for dragons, I don't remember the dragons right offhand, but we're going to act like this is the higher tier of dragons. But for the wood dragon, what I would recommend for you would of course be your Fire Draka to help clear out the waves. Fire Leo is always a great choice as well. So is Fire Arthur if you need some CC for them pesky mons. And you do have something. Oh, I think I saw you had a Dark Cupid somewhere. Somewhere? Dude, I could have sworn you had a Dark Cupid. Maybe I'm just missing him. I could have sworn he was variant. Am I really that blind? Okay, there he is. You do have a Dark Cupid, so you could bring Dark Cupid in if you need heals, which you may or may not. Just give it a test run. You don't have to have Arthur in there unless you want the CC, because it looks like you did have a Wild Fang as well. and your succubus isn't built up, which isn't a big bummer. But you could bring any mon with defense down and maybe pair that up with Leo and Draka, and you should be fine. Cupid is just there for a failsafe in case someone needs healing, because you don't want anyone to die. And that should be pretty much your wood dragon team. Feel free to switch a member or two out. You don't have to use what I recommended, but from what you got, I don't see that being a big issue here. For the water dragon, we'll keep Dark Cupid in there because it's freaking Dark Cupid, like the best shielder in the game. But for the water dragon, you don't even have one level 60 watermon, so I'm not gonna recommend too much for you. But if you could, I would definitely raise Leo up. Great debuffer, great debuffer. You could bring Wood Artemis in there if you do plan on using her for anything. It's just a wave clearer, and I wish you had some type of nuker. If not, you don't even have to use Wood Artemis. You could actually switch Leo out with Phibian as well, but if you want to just go full on nuke, you can go full on nuke. So you could bring in maybe Wood Leo / Wood Phibian, and then you got to work on your nukers, of course, but maybe bring in Dark Thor. And who else? I know you have a Gatito. You have a Snow White, and you have a Gatito as well. I mean, bring in someone like that. You could bring in Seether instead. It doesn't really matter. Just get hard-hitting mons as nukers because you don't really have that many wood mons. I'm not going to say that this is going to work depending on how high you go up in dragons, but until you invest in 2 more wood mons, there's not really much I can tell you other than to just try and run a team of Dark Cupid that can do some good DPS, and just keep your eye on them. But that's pretty much it for the wood. And then for, not the wood, but for the water mon, because you don't have any wood mons built up. But then for your water mons, actually not water mons, I'm getting confused. We did wood. That was the first team. We just addressed water. So now we need to address your fire team. So you can bring Sura in again as CC. Fire Cupid is always not Fire Cupid, but Dark Cupid is always a great choice if you want some shields. If not, you know, Eileo loves that Dark Phibian action. Then you need some more nukers. Mona is usable here, but yours is only level 50 at the moment, so it might not be too useful for you. But I like to bring in another mon that can do defense down, so that could be either Shelly or your Dark Thor, which I just recommend bringing in Dark Thor anyways, as just a mon that you can use to do the defense down with. I feel like I'm missing him. There's another one around here, but I'll just use him. And then you do have Water Valk, so you could definitely bring in your Water Valk. I don't think Barona will be too useful because maybe damage wise her Sea Strike doesn't scale too well though, because I don't think their HP is that super duper high. But you could bring in a team like this. They should do fine as long as they're all level 60, at least Evo 2 minimum, and got some pretty decent gems on them. But of course, if you do like a Cypher set on Mona, you may need to be wary because she might need an HP gem or a defense gem. But a team like that could work. If not, you can go full dark again. You can maybe even throw in Dark Miho, but that should get you through the Fire Dragon as well. It's mainly just about having CC when you need it, about having a mon that could do defense down reliably, and then a mon that can nuke, and dragons is pretty much a joke. I'm not going to recommend a B10 team because I, for one, don't recommend B10 because B10 is a scam. Dragons B10 is just a scam. But since you do have dark mons, you are able to do, especially the light version of the dragons. So with that being said, again, you can't go wrong with Dark Thor. You just can't. I would bring in Dark Gatito and again Snow White, and you could run either Dark Phibian, because I love Dark Phibian, or your Dark Cupid, and that should be pretty much your Dragons B8, Dragons B9, the light dragon before you get to Dragon B10. That might be the Dragon B10. I don't know. I don't do dragons that much anymore because I've been lazy, but I can't seem to find your freaking Dark Cupid, wherever Dark Cupid's at, wherever he's at. Use him. that should get you pretty far in Dragons as long as these mons are built. So definitely heed my advice. Pay attention to the comments as well, because others might recommend something that I didn't see. Not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying they're right. No one's saying anyone's right or wrong. But there might have been something that I missed. It happens all the time. But those are just some mons that I would suggest for you in terms of using for the Dragons. Your golems, like I said, your golem team looks fine. Let's take a look at your clan versus clan stuff though. Artemis 2. Alright, you're over here. So you're rocking Light Nike, Fire Miho, Light Yeti, Water Valk, and then Fire Arthur, Miho, Thor, Jack. Yeah, you definitely have the mons, in my opinion, to change that up. Light Thor, not Dark Thor. Light Thor is always a good contender, especially Light Verde on one of your teams. I would take out Jack. I would take out Gatito. I would take out Sandwraith. Maybe keep Sandwraith hidden instead. I would definitely take out your Water Valk as well. Fire Arthur, you can keep him hidden if you want, but I would take those out. Definitely put in Dark Cupid somewhere. Maybe try and hide one of your nukers, but build more of your Light and Dark mons, especially the tanky ones like your Light Thor and your Light Verde, and put them on the team instead, because Light Jack, I can tell you right now, Light Jack's gonna die in like not even a turn. Like, you look at Light Jack and she dies. That's just how it is. Dark Gatito too, he could be nice on a surprise, but with how he is now, it could definitely be better. But those are just suggestions. I'm not an expert at it, but you definitely do have a whole bunch of dark mons and a whole bunch of light mons that you could use that are just more tanky and more annoying than these. So do keep that in mind. And then what else was there? Oh, if you wanted to do B7, bring in Fire Draka. I mean, he might work for the heck of it. I'm sure he will. If not, if you want to do B9, you have Fire Draka. Bring in Fire Draka and Tina. And then congratulations, you have beaten not dragons, but golems B9. The other advice I have for you, again, correlates to what I was saying earlier, especially with dragon teams. You need to invest in other mons. You need to. You're level 50. You have 5 fire mons that are level 60. You have what? 1, 2, 3. You have 7 water mons that are level 60. You don't have a single wood mon at level 60. Not a single wood mon. Not one. Not one at all. And it looks like you have 6 light mons at level 60. And then you have like 1, 2. Hold on. I almost miscounted. You do have 8 dark mons at level 60, but definitely try and invest some more into your wood mons. I know they're kind of a bit lackluster, but I would at least get your Thors up to 60 if you can, even though they're only Evo 2. Actually, I would probably try and get your Mowgli up to level 60, but she doesn't have a square slot, so hold off on that. Basically, yeah. Hopefully pull some better wood mons, but you do have your Artemis at level at Evo 2, so maybe you're using her. So maybe get her to 60, and I can understand if you're trying to hold off on your wood mons, but hopefully if you pull some better ones or get some better ones like Incubus or someone like that, definitely get them up to 60 when you can. I can't tell you guys enough to do this, because having a whole bunch of mons, especially of each element, even a handful of mons, allows you to do Colossus. It allows you to do clan versus clan using any element of the mon that you need. It allows you to do all content of the game without having to worry about having one team or switching out gems on your one team. Like, there's no negative side other than time of you investing into multiple elements of different mons. Like, I just don't get why you guys don't do this. You can use them in clan versus clan. You can use them in Titans. You can use them to sit in your storage. You have all the potential here, but you guys don't use it. I don't understand. But anyways, to sum up the end of the video, definitely invest in your Dark Gatito. Get Dark Seether up there. Get Dark Fib up there, because I love Dark Fib. Just do Dark Fib for me. Definitely build your Dark Snow White. And they should all serve you quite well, especially if you need help with one of the Colossus, like Light Colossus or Dark Colossus. You could definitely burst them down and hopefully a turn or two and have no problems with that. But other than that, your account seems like it's on the right track. There's just a few things that you need to correct and address, and I definitely hope this advice helps, and I hope to take a look at your account maybe a few months later just to see how you progress. But once again, Vorza, thank you so much for allowing me to check out your account and help you. I will see you in Discord, and for all of you guys that made it to the end of this video, my brain just stopped right there. But to everyone that made it at the end, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.